Welcome to episode 6 of the QPR series. Last episode, we made lots of new signings and just got ourselves set up for the Premier League, but today, let's go ahead and play our first Premier League game against Newcastle United. It will definitely be a tough first game in the Premier League and could maybe even be a rude awakening, or we could upset some teams. But looking at this lineup, I feel a lot more confident than before. We are very strong in certain aspects of our lineup. We definitely have weak points, but in general, I feel very confident. That confidence didn't last long though, because we gave up a penalty. Nagy picked up a yellow card too. However, Isak went up to take it, and our goalkeeper made an amazing save, a very rare miss from Alexander Isak. The majority of this game, it was all Newcastle, but Achapong did well to defend, and honestly, I was really impressed the way he played. As we started to build up more, we found a little more success, just carving right through Newcastle's midfield at times, and Nagy playing a beautiful ball forward to Pereira where he thrives the most. He'd cut back in and found a beautiful sliding run to Lemperle, who then patiently turned and played a beautiful ball to Pereira, leaving the goalkeeper stunned and Newcastle stunned because we had just taken the lead by no other than our own winger, Pereira. It didn't last long though, because one of the league's best striker, Isak, broke through and slotted home a finish, tying this game up 1-1 in the 64th minute. And then, for a second time, in the 67th minute, right after. Despite losing our first game, there was worse news. I got an offer from Barcelona for Naipan, our star boy, and as much as I don't want to sell our better players, and I won't, when clubs like Real Madrid and Barcelona come in, especially for a lower table Premier League side, I can't really say no. Honestly, this one hurts a lot because Naipan was really coming into his own and becoming such an amazing player. We all saw in the last episodes, even to get us promoted, he did so much. And for just 11.5 million, it honestly doesn't even feel like that much money. I'm honestly devastated from this, and I don't even know how to feel. Honestly, for Naipan, it's a great move to go to Barcelona, a big club like that, especially from QPR, but it's really crushing for me. In our next game, we played another Premier League giant, losing 2-1 to Manchester City, and to make it worse, Naipan did score, which made it hurt. We've been making lots of signings, but behind the scenes, I've also sold some players that I just don't really have room for in the squad, as you can see here, to raise a lot of money. Well, Naipan I didn't want to sell, but had to. And yeah, I sent a couple players out on loan, so this will just clear up some money to hopefully buy the replacement for Naipan. Honestly, I think I have some options because my short list is so big, but looking here, I think our best options, I have El Canus from Leicester City, who did get relegated, so he could be an option. Gruda from Brighton, Kluivert, and Mateus Fernandes, who got relegated with Southampton. I think all these are good options, but I think Gruda would be the best value for money, valued at only 17 million. I think that's a really good deal for a player with that many play styles, 21 years old, 76 overall. And yeah, for that price, I kind of had to do it. And yeah, his wages were a decent amount, but you know, we're in the Premier League, so it's expected. And yeah, honestly, I think this is a very good signing. And as much as it hurts losing Naipan, I think this is the best we could have done to replace him with our budget. And I'm really happy about this. Gruda was a very good and talented player for Brighton, but I think he wants to come to QPR to be the main man and really take that next step in his career. And I'm excited to see what he can do. He's very raw, but seems like a great talented player. As we keep searching for our first win, we have some really good moments in the Premier League with this nice, well-worked goal that Travis finishes off. Against a team like Burnley is where we need to get our wins if we want to stay up in the Premier League, and Travis delivers when it matters most. But Burnley are able to score 2 more goals, so in the 85th minute, as we're down 1 goal, we have a great opportunity from Brooks, who misses from point-blank range, and that's game. We just lost 2-1. Diakon hadn't been playing much, and Sheffield United bought him for 3.8 million. He's a good player. I have nothing against him. Still lots of potential. He just never really fit in. And Salubo kind of took up that game time. So no harsh feelings, but I might replace him on the bench. I'm not sure. Maybe just loan a player in. And I think Kozier Dewberry would be the perfect option for that. Just loaning him in. He's loan listed from Brighton right now. His stats look very good. He's just very athletic, fast. And yeah, I think we could get him on loan, maybe even with an option to buy, just as another option on the bench. And to split his wages nearly 50-50 and have a future transfer fee of that low, I think it's a great deal. But he ended up rejecting us, bringing me back to earth of how big our club is right now. However, we finally got our first Premier League points with a last-minute tying goal from Lemperle, a jumping header against Aston Villa, securing us our first point in the Premier League. This was a big step for us. Looking at the table, though, after the first 4 games, we are in the relegation zone on 1 point, and it's very concerning. The only good news right now is our scouts are back. And yeah, I'm excited to see if we can finally get some good players. So first off, starting with Thailand, we do have a couple options. I think I'm going to sign this guy up. I have no clue how to say his name once again, but he seems to have very decent potential. Now, the rest of these players just don't seem that good, so I will not. And now looking at South Africa, I'm very excited about this project. First of all, this guy looks half decent, but I think I'm going to reject him because I just don't see the potential to go on the first team, and the rest of these guys really don't look that appealing. And yeah, I'm gonna have to reject them all. Very disappointed in that scout. He's supposed to be one of our better projects. But yeah, this guy Gerardo looks very decent. I think I'll sign him up. Yeah, I'm not gonna sign him. Nope. Yeah, so it's been very underwhelming in general, but I did find one or two players from these scouting reports, so I can't complain too much. I just wish we could find one or two more really good players. But yeah, Gerardo looks very decent with the rapid play style. At 60 overall, yeah, he could definitely be a good player. I was simming some games and playing against the lesser teams, but even against teams like that, like Leicester City, we still found a way to get behind early. And honestly, we fell behind in a lot of games. But we were able to respond with a really good run by Salubu, just breaking down the line and giving a nice, easy cross for Gruda to score his first goal for the club. And what a goal it was. Very timely. However, Leicester responded with yet another goal off a cross and yet another goal for their striker Silva. And honestly, I was feeling disheartened at this point. As they took yet another corner, we honestly defended it well. Saluwu doing well to deflect it. Achapong finding Lemperle, who then released Saluwu in so much space, who took his space, driving downfield, a little nice move, sliding it to Gruda, who then was on an absolute mission and honestly was here to impress this game, cutting in and scoring a screaming goal to rescue a point for QPR. This is so vital to our Premier League survival chances, little points like this. Gruda continued to impress on an absolute mission, scoring yet another goal against Brentford to put us up 2-0, a very surprising lead against a strong Premier League team. Honestly, Brentford were pretty poor because Saluwu scored another goal, an absolute banger to be fair, to put us up 3-0 against a decent Brentford team that just did not have their day against us. But this was very important to get our first Premier League win. Now, the last scouting report did come back, and I didn't get any other players, so I'm going to go ahead and send out new scouts. This comment said they want us to send a scout to France to find the next Mbappe, so that's exactly what we are going to do. I keep commenting, guys. I love to get your interaction, so shout out to that guy. And then another person commented a suggestion, so I will be sending this scout to Asia and to none other than Pakistan, because this comment suggested we go there. And yeah, I'm going to be looking for a defensive player, maybe even a CDM. Yeah, I think we'll do that too. But I'm really excited about this project. And then lastly, I decided why not go to a different country and go ahead and go to Uruguay just to mix it up. They've had lots of talents from there. So looking for a Uruguayan midfielder, maybe the next Valverde potentially. So yeah, really excited about these reports. We started off strong against Wolves, and even when they had some opportunities, Niakate made an amazing crunching challenge, which showed his quality. However, Wolves began pushing and ultimately ended up scoring on us. Really good initial save, but then the rebound goes, and yeah, you see it right. We just got scored on by none other than the Rasmus Højlund. Yikes. Brooks' creativity ended up creating a chance, and Gruda scored this goal out of pretty much nothing, turning and just banging it in. What a goal from almost an impossible angle. He has been so good this episode. And in our next game versus Leeds United, he continued to impress, playing with teammates, but also being so clinical, scoring yet another goal. He has been such a sign of the season potentially. Let me know below. And in yet another big test, Placheta scored, opening up the scoring against Arsenal. And even though we had great moments like this, we ended up still losing a lot of these games. Our first scouting report is back, and honestly, I am so hyped about this. I'm going to go ahead and start looking at the Uruguay scout, see if we got anything, and right away, this player looks decent. Valued at 1 million means his overall is very high. We're going to go ahead and sign him up. Yeah, it looks like a very good player. And this guy, he's valued at less, but look at that potential. That is a player for the future. Now, Pakistan was really disappointing, honestly, and none of these players looked good. I'm just so disappointed. Like, how does this keep happening when you guys comment these suggestions and the players just aren't very good? But yeah, looking at France, we also did not have very good luck. It's a little bit better than Pakistan, but once again, I'll leave this guy in here, but nothing really good I found. I'm really disappointed, but looking at the players we did get, or Orozco, I'm not really sure how to say it. He is tiki-taka and rapid at 62 overall. If we can keep that potential up, he could be a very good player. So I put him on a development plan. Now looking at Hugo Ortega, he has finesse shot, ping pass, tiki-taka, low-driven shot. And that potential at 15 years old is what really intrigues me. He could be a very good player. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next episode.